Hello, good day. So today we will be seeing designing of this web page. This is an web page for a photography company. Now this web page, if you see, has a background, and at the header you see the logo is there on the left hand side, and at the right hand side there are menus. And on the, you can call it a hero section. The hero section has again big image as the big image has a overlay of a kind of a darkish kind of overlay, and then there are some text with the name of the company, along with that call to action buttons. Now let us see this in action. So let me start with an empty HTML file, and and this is our CSS file. So I'll link the CSS file, and this should be main3.css. Perfect. And I would have two sections. One is the header would have before I go to there, I'd have another section down, that is the main section. Okay, now header section would have a logo. There are two elements in it, and another one is the nav. Okay, nav would have the list, the menus as a list, so it would have the home, and then another one could be about us, and then another one could be contact us, and then that's it. Okay, now this is done. Okay, main section I'd be coming later, but before that let's start styling the web page. Now to start with, I would put the root section where we would be putting the variables. Then I will start neutralizing all the elements so I make sure the margin and padding set to 0 so that it doesn't have a default margin and padding. Okay, and box size and I'll set to border box. After that I'll come to body. I'll make sure the height set to 100 VH. Okay, and so, and then the image, so I will start with the background image. I'll take the URL to images /to bg1. Now you see we got the image, but the image took its own width and height, which we can control. So background position, I will mark it as center. Background size, I will mark it as cover, and then background repeat, I will mark it as no repeat. Okay, yeah, that's it. This looks perfect. Now we can see this. Yeah, so this looks perfect. Okay, we'll start the header section now. Header height, I would mark it as 70 px. Okay, like this. Perfect. Now in the header, the display will do it grid. So the logo, the grid would have two columns. Okay. So the first one would be 30% width, and the second one would be 70% width. The menu section would be 70% and the logo section will be 30%. Okay, and there will be only one row, and that will be one refer. Okay, and then so let's set the color. Color would be color of all the fonts. I want to, as it's a white, so I'd be marking them with white, as the background is black. So here the logo, I will just write some text, maybe pixel, save it, and then if you see, the thing is that they are kind of on top left corner, so we can control that with justify items. We'll mark them center, and align items, will mark them center. Okay, now I'll be controlling the font family as well, and I've marked something like citizens. Yeah, that looks perfect. So what I'd be doing, and the letter spacing, something around 2 pixels. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. And then would be going to header.logo section, and would be controlling the font size to something like 24 px. Yeah, that looks pretty big. And then I would be coming to header nav ul, where I would mark the display. I'll come to display later, and then so let me go to the ULLI section, and then here I would mark list style equal to none, and here we can do display, we'll mark it to flex, and then mark some gap of maybe 10 px. Okay, so we'll be seeing this now in action, how it looks. Yeah, that looks pretty somewhat good. Maybe we can increase it to 20 px. Okay, yeah, appearing good. The only thing is that I'm not taking care of the responsiveness here in this video. I will have another video where I will do that one, so kindly bear with me. Okay, now here it is. Okay, perfect. Now would be going to the next section, that is our main section. Main, I would be setting the width equal to 80% and height equal to 80% as well. Would be checking the border 1 px solid white probably. Yeah, so this is it. Now I need to centrally align this one, but to do that I can do margin okay, margin 0 auto. Okay, now it is centrally aligned perfectly. Now if we can see that thing, yeah, that's perfect. Now what I would be doing, I would be going and okay, now I'll start the background image thing. So image, I'll be taking the URL, and then I have the images. That is image 1. Okay, so background position, so center, background size, forward, background repeat, sorry, it should be no repeat. Okay, done. Once it is done, I would put some color, black. Now the problem is that to have that grayish overlay, we need to put the background blend mode to multiply. Now as it is complete black, that's why we cannot see anything. So what I'd be doing, I'd mark it as 7. Yeah, that looks perfect. I would remove the border. Yeah, that's look great. Now here we have to start working on, we got the header, nav, and then a main. Main would have now the things. So I'll be starting with having a section. Inside section I would have a div dot maybe the welcome, and that the name of welcome to, and then div dot name of the company would be pixel photography, and then another div which hold the buttons. Okay, button, and then it would be one is sign up, and another one will be login. Okay, this looks perfect. And then once I am done with that main, and then yeah, so now what I have to do, main, I have did this. The main the section main, I will be marking the main as grid container, and then I'll do grid template columns equal to, it would be 1 fr and 2 fr. Okay, and then rows will be 1, the defaults will be 1 anyways. Okay, now if I see this how it looks, yeah, this looks if you see like this now, so we'll take care of that. Okay, after that okay, so we'll be going quickly into the main section. Okay, that I'll be starting now. In the grid, what I'd be doing, I'd be making those align items equal to, I'll mark those as center, so it is now at center. Let that justify be on that side, and I'll put a margin left around say 30 px so that it comes a bit inside. Perfect. Now this one, what I'd be doing, I'll be marking this section is also as a grid. Okay, and then we'll be taking grid template columns. There will be only one column, I'll mark it, and then grid template rows, there will be few rows. Maybe this will be 30 px the first one. The second one let's mark it as auto. The last one could be around say 60 px for the buttons. Okay, now this is how it is. This is how they are. Now the height for the main, this is, and for the this section align item, so I would be, yeah, that's how it is. Okay, so I'll start now the section. Welcome text. Welcome looks pretty good. We may not be needing any touch. Probably I will start with the name, and where I will be needing to mark the font size a bit, very big, 70 px like that. Yeah, so if you can see this now. So if I make it big, you can see the impact. Okay, I'd put some gap, grid, maybe low gap. They name it maybe say 10 px, so that we have some gap here. And then I'll be coming to the button section. Button section, so align, I'll self, maybe I'll mark it center. Yeah, they will be on the other side. And so yeah, so this would be display. I'll mark those display flex, and then gap will be around say 20 px. Perfect. Now I'll go to actual button. So the button would have how would I do? Okay, so padding, let's start with the padding. So padding would be 10 px, and then 30 px, a very big button I want. Then border would be to start with none, and the other would have the border though. Okay, now background is okay, whatever it has. Then the color, color is perfect. Font size, I want a bit big font size. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Border radius, if you see, that is pretty roundish, or maybe do we want more? Yeah, that looks pretty better. Fine. Now for the other button, what I'd be doing, I'd be taking this, going there, and it would be the last child. So what I would be doing for this one, I would be marking the background border equal to I'll 1 px solid white. Padding and all is perfectly okay. We need color equal to probably that would be great. We don't have anything here. Okay, fine. So I'd be coming to that. WHIT for the timing, white, and background color equal to transparent. Yeah, we are intended here. And then for this button, cursor equal to pointer. Okay, now this is the button. Okay, now if I go and if I expand this, now you see we achieve the intended design. Thank you for watching this.